communication, communication, and communication. Even if you have an astonishing product or a service that is so smooth your customers feel like they're in an alternative universe where they are the kings and queens, but if your communication isn't, let's say, satisfactory, then the alternative universe might be in danger. So that's why we're here to tell you how to effectively communicate with your customers just by following these 6 tips. Before we get into the 6 tips, I want to talk about why it's so important to communicate with your customers, like butter and bread. Look at it this way. Where would you be without your customers? They are the core to any business, and building strong relationships depends on maintaining good communication with your clients, which can lead them to become loyal customers who might promote your business cost-free by literally word-of-mouth marketing. And in the day and age of social media, negative word of mouth from unsatisfied customers can delete your reputation by one comment. Even if you have communication channels to show that you really care about customer service and are available to your clients on many channels, you've still got to look more at how you're doing it first, since the best chefs can still make a Michelin star meal using a half-working oven. How it's done can be more important than where it was made. So you need to be quick, be active, and maintain those loyal customers, which can lead to repeat purchases, positive word of mouth, and referrals. So how do you do it? Pay close attention to your first impression. First impressions are quite obviously important, and this is when you are literally going into an interview with a customer, and you're the interviewee. You need to bring your A game here. Let's take a look at some facts to just understand why you really need to pay close attention to your first impression. 66% of potential customers won't give a business a second chance after a bad first impression. 54% of people actually shared their bad customer service experiences with more than 5 people. And 33% of customers say that they would consider switching brands after just one bad customer service experience. So as you can see, it is quite important to provide good customer service, since you really do want to retain your customers, gain their loyalty, and have repeat business, right? I mean, if you don't, well then I don't really know what to say to that. But if you do, then fantastic. Getting back to it, listen, a large part of your overall customer satisfaction level is derived from the first impression you give your customers when they contact you. You do want them to feel like it's love at first sight. Personalize the convos, be real with them. And to do that, you are going to need to have the necessary processes in place to handle your customers' queries quickly and efficiently. This way, you'll definitely give a good first impression. Reduce waiting time. If you made your first impression and told your customers that you'll give them an answer through email, and you get back to them with that answer after a long time, they aren't going to be satisfied with that, wouldn't you? I mean, think about it. So yes, the lack of speed has been cited as one of the top 3 reasons for frustration with customer support, the others being lack of effectiveness and lack of accuracy. And if you want to, let's say, delete that frustration, then you need to have an automated system in place that moves those calls to available support representatives. And this automated system also needs to have the capabilities of informing customers about their expected wait times. Or to actually make it easier for you, you can get software on your website and talk with a couple of customers simultaneously. By using a dedicated software for customer support, you can reduce your waiting time tremendously. And less waiting time means happier customers. Don't use scripted language. Let's be honest here. They don't want to feel with goosebumps when talking to you. Like, instead of going with, "How may I be of acquaintance today?" trying to sound more formal than necessary, you could just go with, "Hey, how can I help?" This depends also what business you have and what your target audience is. However, scripted language is impersonal, and if you feel like it's a bit too scripted, then think about how they must feel when they read it. And that does not create a good experience. So you need to make sure your support representatives have real convos with your customers. And here's a few things to think about when speaking to your customers. Don't be defensive. You don't need to defend just because they might sound like they're attacking out of frustration. Instead, acknowledge the problem that the customer has raised. Be empathetic to your customers. They want to and need to know that you're actually listening and understanding what they're trying to say. Remember, you're looking at quality convos instead of the quantity of convos and how many resolved issues you can tick off in a day. They know that a solution can take time, so show understanding. Use positive language. For example, if you say, "Sorry, but this product is currently unavailable," you're literally cutting the customer off, and they might go to another business with a similar product or service. Instead, say, "I can see that this product will be available in a couple of weeks. Would you like me to notify you as soon as it's available?" So much more emotion and care instead of, "Sorry, bye." Use simple and easy to understand terms. You're not here to teach them new words or terms. You're here to bring them solutions. So be professional, but talk to them as you would with a friend. It'll be easier for you and easier for them. Choosing the right language to use with customers has a lot more to it than what I've just mentioned, so we'll have a video on the topic coming soon. Equip your team with the right tools. The right tools can help your customer service teams be more productive and efficient at handling customer requests. For example, when someone contacts your team via phone or chat, your representative should be able to instantly pull up their records. And this can include info about their purchase history or any recent interactions with your team. With the info and insights right in front of you, you'll have more context about a customer's issue. If a customer contacts your support team to ask if there are any updates on a ticket they raised earlier, you don't want them to go through the painful process of describing their issue all over again, right? I mean, that's just annoying for the customer, and they probably wouldn't want to contact you again. So it really helps to have all records of previous communication in front of you. You or the support representative can share relevant and accurate info. Choosing the right tools, an obvious example, live chat that can be integrated with CRM software will help you to store and manage customer info efficiently. It can also be integrated with various help desk or ticketing systems like Jira, Zendesk, or Help Desk. And these tools are there to help you make communicating with your customers more efficient. Literally, think about how much less frustrated you and your customers would be. How magnificent does that sound? Conclude your conversations properly. Conclusions are just as important as your first impressions, and too often, support representatives are in a hurry to attend to the next ticket in line. It can ruin the experience for a customer who's communicating with them currently, since the customer might get a feeling that they're just trying to get rid of them to tend to the next ticket. Your eagerness to solve one more ticket could literally cost you a customer. And is that a price you're willing to pay? Especially if that customer could have been a loyal customer? I didn't think so. Make sure that your representatives end their conversations properly, even if that extends the chat or call. Your objective here should be to end the conversation in a way that leaves your customer happy and content. You could say, "Is there anything else I can help you with?" Or, "Thank you so much for your time today. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you need any more help." You're not a robot, so talk to them like a human, which also means closing the convo in a natural way. Pay attention to social media. In the world of social media, you don't really know what to expect. Viral overnight or hate comments destroying your brand's reputation. And sorry to say this, but on social media, negative things have a way of getting blown out of proportion much easier than positive things. Regardless, you should consider using social media as a tool for communicating effectively with your customers. They not only interact with your posted content, but also can express their concerns. According to studies, 34% of customers have used social media to ask a service-related query, and 47% of them even found it to be an effective channel for customer service. So when it comes to communicating with customers on social media, you need to handle it with utmost care. Sometimes there might be nasty comments out of nowhere where you might be responsible for their behavior. However, there's also times where you may have had nothing to do with it. Regardless, don't ignore such comments. You need to respond to all of them if you hope to control some of the damage. And try to do that as quickly as possible before it can be blown out of proportion, since any delay will only frustrate the customer even more and invite others to join in on the convo and make it worse. Also, even if they attack, don't attack back at them. They're your customers or potential customers. Instead, be empathetic and show them that you care about what they have to say. You should respond to them in a calming, reassuring manner and bring the conversation offline. Like saying, "We're sorry to hear that you had such an experience with us," or "We would appreciate it if you sent us an email at," so we can help you with this issue. So yes, communicating with customers effectively also means that you need to be where your customers are. Communication with customers can vary depending on your brand identity, communication channel, even the countries where you conduct business. However, the 6 tips we mentioned today are universal. Go ahead and use them, try them out, and definitely let us know. Communicating with customers can be tricky, so we've got a lot more videos on the topic coming soon, so you know what to do.